Now, speculation about whether Mike McCarthy will or should keep his job after the Cowboys flamed out early in the postseason once again. But VP Stephen Jones telling a Dallas radio station today that he's, quote, very confident McCarthy will be the head coach next season. Cowboys 12-5 in his second season in Dallas, won their first NFC East title in 4 years. But that was an ugly way to end it yesterday. Chris Hassel joined by Brady Quinn. Danny Kanell is also with us. Had Pete Prisco on earlier. He does not believe the Cowboys should make any changes with the head coach. What do you think they should do?
No, I agree. I think they're moving in the right direction. It never looks good the way it ends. In particular, this way for Dallas, which we're going to break down here in a moment. But I think you do have some concerns. The penalties this season all year long. I mean, this is an undisciplined football team. And look, it's not Mike McCarthy out there causing these penalties, but that's a culture problem. That's not being able to get your players to play with the right technique and the right fundamentals and potentially as a coaching staff, putting them in the wrong position and not allowing them to excel. So that's really a reflection on the coaching staff and the job they're doing. And so that's something they've got to fix. The biggest thing they accomplished this year was fixing the defense. They needed to find a way of getting Dan Quinn in there to help fix what was wrong the year before with Mike Nolan. They accomplished that. Now they need to figure out how they can maximize the offense and find more consistency on that side of the football in year 3 for Mike McCarthy. But the problem is they might lose maybe both their coordinators, or at least one of the two in Dan Quinn or Kellen Moore, who are interviewing for head coaching vacancies. So that's the tough part, I think, for Mike McCarthy is if he loses Dan Quinn to another head coaching job, now you're starting back over again on the defensive side of the football after you feel like you've made a big stride from year 1 to year 2 in getting that side of the football fixed.
Yeah, I'm total agreement with you, Brady. If they made a move now, it'd feel like a total panic move. I mean, you did see progress this year. You made the playoffs, and I know it was ugly in the fashion with which you lost, but you can't make a job decision based off of a mismanaged 2-minute situation in the last game of the year because it was the last thing you saw. I get it. You should be upset about it. But if you started over, like you're starting from scratch, it's a setback. You want to try to build off this season and what you kind of laid down. And Brady mentioned the defensive side of the ball, too. The other thing, too, is Dak was just 1 year removed. This was his first year back from that awful injury that we saw take place. And so that's a part of the process, too. So I think he's only going to get better. And he definitely had his moments, his ups and his downs this season. But I think at least you saw the investment was worth it, and he's the type of quarterback that can get it done. And there were at times it was a little bit shaky. But I think very clearly you want to stick with what you've got and try to build around it. But I would be concerned, too, about the loss of coordinators and what that could mean for the franchise if they get some head jobs.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.